India is on the brink of rewriting history in global defense aviation in an unprecedented move. Russia has offered India not just its fifth-generation Su-57 stealth fighter, but something far more valuable: full access to its source code. Yes, full source code control. No strings attached. No restricted systems. Total autonomy. So, what does this really mean? How does it compare to the tightly guarded American F-35 program? What are the implications for India's defense future? And why is this deal sending shockwaves through the West? Let's break it all down. Chapter 1. The offer that shook the world. On June 4, 2025, Russia's state-owned United Aircraft Corporation dropped a bombshell announcement. It proposed a license production deal to India for the Su-57E, the export version of its fifth-generation stealth fighter. But this wasn't just about selling jets. This offer included the entire source code of the aircraft. Now, for most of us, source code might just sound like computer jargon, but in the world of advanced combat aviation, it's the holy grail. It means India would have full control over every function the aircraft performs: radar systems, avionics, weapon interfaces, stealth protocols, everything. India could modify, upgrade, integrate indigenous or even third-party weapons without seeking permission. That's a level of trust and autonomy no country, not even the US, offers. Chapter 2. Why it's a big deal. To understand how revolutionary this is, we need to compare it with how fighter jet deals usually work. Take the American F-35, undoubtedly a marvel of modern technology. But if India were to buy it, the US would retain strict control. Operational software updates are centralized, no modifications allowed without approval, and any deviation from US policy could mean getting locked out of your own aircraft. In contrast, Russia is handing over the keys to the kingdom. India can customize the Su-57 as it pleases, tweak sensors, redesign the cockpit interface, integrate Indian-made missiles like the Astra, Rudram, or even future laser weapons. This offer isn't just about hardware, it's about sovereignty. Chapter 3. The Su-57, breaking it down. So what exactly is the Su-57? Russia's Su-57 is its flagship fifth-generation stealth fighter, comparable to America's F-22 and F-35 and China's J-20. Built for air dominance and multi-role capability, the aircraft comes with a stealth-optimized design, internal weapon bays, advanced avionics, long-range radar, supercruise capability, and with the Su-57M1 variant, the new L-51F engine, and enhanced stealth geometry. Yes, it's still being refined. Its software may not be as complex as the F-35, but it's significantly more advanced than any fourth-gen aircraft. It's already seen action in Ukraine in precision strike and electronic warfare roles. Chapter 4. India's journey with the Su-57. India's tryst with the Su-57 began in the early 2010 under the fifth-generation fighter aircraft (FGFA) program. Back then, India and Russia had ambitious co-development plans, but delays in the Russian program, differences in specifications, and evolving IAF doctrines led India to pause the deal. Now, over a decade later, combat deployments, new export customers like Algeria, and the unveiling of upgraded variants have changed the narrative. And this time, the deal is sweeter. India isn't being asked to co-develop from scratch. It's being offered a ready aircraft, complete with access to the tech underneath. Chapter 5. Technology transfer, and Make in India. What makes this deal revolutionary is how it aligns with India's Make in India and Atmanirbhar visions. Russia isn't just offering to sell jets, it's proposing a full production line in India. And not just assembly, actual manufacturing of critical subsystems, avionics, fuel systems, radar modules, control surfaces, software integration units. The deal includes the use of India's proven Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) facility in Nashik, the same plant that built over 220 Su-30 MKIs under license. And there's more. Russia is open to letting India integrate indigenous systems, such as India's gallium nitride-based AESA radar, a mission computer developed under the Super 30 upgrade program, Astra air-to-air missiles, Rudram anti-radiation systems. This would ensure interoperability with existing platforms and allow massive logistics and maintenance streamlining. Chapter 6. The delivery plan. Of course, setting up domestic manufacturing takes time. Russia plans to bridge this gap by supplying 20-30 Su-57Es directly from its Komsomolsk-on-Amur plant, allowing the IAF to immediately induct a fifth-generation capability. Meanwhile, the local line will scale up over 3 to 4 years. By then, India could be producing its own stealth fighters, fully customized to Indian needs, potentially even for export. Chapter 7. Strategic and Geopolitical Implications. This deal doesn't exist in a vacuum. The U.S. is watching closely, and not happily. Washington has already voiced concerns, offering the F-35 as a counter deal. But unlike the Su-57 offer, the F-35 comes with no source code, no weapon integration flexibility, and tight U.S. control. Not to mention political strings. India's past defiance of Western pressure, remember the S-400 missile deal, shows it prioritizes autonomy in strategic decisions. And with rising tensions in the Indo-Pacific, India needs its next-generation air dominance platform sooner rather than later. Also, this deal potentially boosts India's AMCA program. With Su-57 production tech, Indian engineers gain real-world experience that can fast-track AMCA's development and reduce reliance on foreign technology down the line. Chapter 8. Challenges and Conditions. Of course, this isn't a done deal yet. Russia's proposal hinges on India signing a firm contract, one that guarantees production rights, localization terms, and tech transfers. India will have to carefully negotiate intellectual property rights, cost sharing, timeline security, and risk of future sanctions. There are also practical challenges: training, integration, infrastructure upgrades, and pilot familiarization. But for a nation already flying Su-30s, the leap may be more evolutionary than revolutionary. Chapter 9. Conclusion. In conclusion, Russia's offer of the Su-57E, complete with full source code and indigenous production rights, is nothing short of historic. It represents unmatched operational autonomy, major leap in defense tech for India, catalyst for domestic aerospace growth, and a strategic blow to Western dominance in fighter sales. If India seizes this opportunity, could become the first country in the world, outside Russia, to operate and modify a fifth-generation fighter with full freedom. The next few months could redefine India's place in the global aerospace arena. Stay tuned, because history, it seems, is about to take flight. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more defense and aerospace updates, and tell us in the comments, should India go for the Su-57 or wait for AMCA?